You know what I realized is that social media has ruined the way that I look at relationships.
Today, I'm going to be talking about how social media has destroyed a lot of women and left them depressed. Because of the negative impact that they have been pushing out on social media so much that they have to now live through it. And a lot of females don't seem to recognize how it's happening and how it's affecting them. They just kind of find themselves here and then choose to open up about it. But let's see, what is actually depression?
Why do people get depressed?
Depression's true purpose is to signal the need for change. So nobody really talks about this, but it's just a warning sign. Not that something's actually wrong with you. It's a warning sign that the way you're driving the engine, something is taking damage and you've got to change.
So we're going to quickly take a look at some stats. And what this tells me is there is a high number of African Americans that are more depressed than white Americans. And in the UK, there is more British black people, women, that have a higher rate of being depressed than your average white woman as well. We're also going to gain a little bit of understanding of the impact it's had in dating and relationships.
What is the number one thing people like that people dissolve their marriages over?
It used to be money. Now I really believe that social media has changed the entire landscape of relationships. The entire landscape. I remember when I started on divorce court, you never hear about it.
Yeah.
Now it's the go-to feel-good device when she's getting on my nerves or he's getting on my nerves. I used to have to leave the house to cheat. Now I can cheat on you sitting next to you.
Easy access.
It's easy access. And we are not creatures willing to deal with a lot of discomfort. So instead of having the argument with you, I go online, do some subtext, Facebook. A guy from junior high says hello, who's not currently getting on my nerves. Next thing you know,
or
there's an error made.
You know what I realized is that social media has ruined the way that I look at relationships. It's actually ruined my outlook on men in general. I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day because I've been single for a really long time, right? I've been single, it's probably coming up on 10 years. And I don't even have any excitement about dating. I'm not even excited about jumping back into the dating pool and going out on dates. And I've become so comfortable with just being by myself that the idea of dating and finding love doesn't even make me feel excited or happy anymore. And I really think a part of this is that I have allowed social media in a lot of ways to infiltrate my mind and into my subconscious that relationships are just gonna be shitty. It's not like I see so many people who are unhappy. I see so many, but then again, it's like, I know every relationship couldn't be like that. And it's like, I kind of want to ask some women who are in relationships, is it really that bad? It's like, does your man help you? Do you feel like you would be happier if you were single? Were you happier single? Are you happier in a relationship? How common is all of this shit that I'm seeing on social media?
Generally speaking, social media already increases chances of depression, anxiety, and overall your self-esteem and how you view not only your life but society in general. Now, we're going to take a look at where females are at when it comes to their mental state and their mental health. As this is something that a lot of black females don't like to talk about too much, as they always want to have this perception or give people this perception that they're all happy, when in reality, they're not.
Bitch, my heart broken and I'm going through it, but I still gotta get up and make some fucking money. Okay, still gotta get up and make fucking money.
Can anybody teach me how to master my feelings and not involve them in everything that I do? I feel like I can't catch a break. How do you do this out here in a single life without involving your feelings? I'm a Cancer. I eat, sleep, and breathe my feelings. I feel like I'm never gonna get what I want out here in this real world. I feel like that. I truly feel like that. So I don't know what to do. I think today my last day, being super emotional. I'm gonna get me a journal I'm just gonna start journaling my feelings and journaling my thoughts instead of like expressing them to people, because I feel like it goes nowhere or they don't really take it into consideration. I don't know, but something's gotta give. I'm losing my mind. I want to be loved. What's going on?
Lifelong singleness is heartbreaking because as a firstborn daughter in a Jamaican household, 2-time cancer survivor, only child, it's a lot to deal with. And when I'm overwhelmed, I could use a loving person in my life to help balance me out. I'm so used to regulating the emotions of everybody else, and no one else studies me as closely as I study them. And I would like the love that I've given. I'm ready for it to come back now because I'm feeling overwhelmed. And I wish I had that level of attentiveness. I wish I had, in the books, it's like the guy came out of nowhere and just, gave all the resources to the woman and provided so she can have an easy, comfortable life. Like, I said cancer twice. I've had it twice. I don't need any more stress. I'm good. I don't have one more character development in me.
I think the hardest reality is when it's really not your time to love. Like, it's not the season, and you force and you push and push, and it just become further and further away. And it's like God really trying to show you, like, yo, not right now. Like, right now, focus on you. Focus on your business. Focus on making things financially stable. Love will be there.
It doesn't feel like depression to me. I just feel burnt out. Because I'm not necessarily super sad. I'm just like literally empty.
I'm literally like on my way back home, going out. And I feel like it literally just dawned on me. Like, it didn't just dawn on me. But even like the whole time I was out, I just thought like how unhappy I am in life. And before anyone says, yes, like I know there's so many things to be grateful for, and this isn't to say that I'm not, but sometimes I feel like we just have to be just real and honest. And at the same time of being grateful, I'm also just so unhappy. Like, I'm so unhappy about so many things. Like, and I think it's like these moments, like, and people might say like, oh, but you're always out, you always got a smile on your face. I'm out simply to try and block my mind from my unhappiness, because it's literally like, it's got to a point, it's suffocating me, and I don't know how to get out of this pit. Like, I do not know how to get out of this pit. Like, and I know I can't be the only one that feels this way. Like, I'm unhappy with everything. Like, I'm unhappy with my housing situation. I'm unhappy. I wouldn't say I'm unhappy with my current job, but I'm unhappy with the fact that, like, I wasted 5 years and 2 kids on somebody that's gone to shit. I'm unhappy with the fact that I've loved so purely for 31 years and majority of the time loved the wrong person. I'm unhappy with myself, and I don't know what to do to fix it. Like, I don't know what to do to fix it.
I want to point out one of the videos that I put in this compilation is, what is depression? And when you really understand that, is your body telling you that something needs to change. There needs to be a change here, whether it be how you feel about yourself, whether it be how you're living, or the choices that you make. There needs to be a change, and without you making that change, is impacting you mentally. Psychologically, you are not dealing with it that well. And that's a very interesting thing to hear about depression, because when you really look at Black females today and how they choose to navigate their lives and the type of things that they say and how they portray themselves overall, it's actually very, very negative. Now, anything that's consistently negative is going to have more of a harmful impact on you and your mental state than anything else. Clearly, social media is destroying a lot of black women's understanding of what a real relationship is, or what real marriage is, and what love is overall, as they always attach it to materialistic things and measure that to the success of what a healthy marriage and a healthy relationship is going to look like. So it's really actually crippling how they can function day to day when it comes to approaching a healthy way of looking and pursuing for a love life. And that is exactly what leads them to this depressive state. And that's why the rates are high and will continue getting higher. What this shows me, there's an underlying issue that black females do not want to deal with. The root to the problems that they are facing every day, no matter what advice they take or who they follow, it seems to always put them in a place that leaves them depressed, anxious, and searching for a meaningful life, because they're lost in the state that they have put themselves in through everything that they chose to do. And when you actually look at maths and the basics of maths, well, what that will say is, for you to actually produce something healthy, you need to live a healthy lifestyle and you need to make healthy choices. But somehow black women don't want to put that together, and they think they can just manifest a great lifestyle, a great husband, and a great family without making healthy choices.